Of a new book by a New York Times reporter, and Zambian economist Dambiza Moyo explains why she's down on foreign aid. But first, whoever said you can't pick your family never met football coach Luma Muffler. 5 years ago, she formed the Fugees, a team of young refugees, mostly from Africa, who found themselves living in Clarkston, Georgia. She now runs 4 Fugees teams consisting of 86 boys she considers her extended family. Their story is the subject of a new book aptly titled Outcasts United, a Refugee Team, an American Town. At first glance, Clarkston, Georgia looks like many a small town dotting the landscape of the southern United States. But if you actually slow down and look closely, you'll see that there's something quite different about this place. Tucked away just outside Atlanta, this southern town is a refugee resettlement center, and the signs of a diverse population are on display for all to see. It's right here that one woman, herself an outsider, decided to use the game of football to transcend divisions and make a difference.
It happened by accident. I was driving in Clarkston to a Middle Eastern grocery store to get food that reminded me of my country. I'm originally from Jordan. And on my way back, I forgot to take the turn, and so I had to U-turn into one of the apartment complexes. And I saw a group of kids playing soccer outside in the streets, and they were kids from Sudan and Liberia and Afghanistan, and they were playing in the parking lot barefoot and with a really raggedy ball. And I stood out there watching, and it reminded me of home. It reminded me of the way I used to play soccer. So I came out later in the week armed with a soccer ball and asked if I could join their game. And they let me because my ball was a lot nicer than theirs. And it's all uphill and downhill from there. That's going to be a lot better. Okay.
That was 5 years ago. Back then, this American-educated Jordanian woman couldn't have known that a simple kick around in a parking lot would change her life. Today, the boys are at the center of her world. Coach Luma, as she's known around town, now runs 4 Fugees teams with 86 boys from more than 24 countries. And the football is a vehicle for them to form valuable bonds with each other and develop the crucial skills they need to adapt to their new environment.
I would stop kids on the street that were about the right height, and you know, we started off with one team, and then the older siblings would come and they wanted to be Fugees, and it just grew from there. The kids would ask for help with their homework at night after practice, and I would go from house to house, you know, and come home at 11 o'clock at night. And so we started a tutoring program where they could all be in one room with 2 or 3 volunteers helping, and it just grows. Like, you start working in the community, you realize the need, and you address the need.
Speaking to some of the boys, it's obvious how much the coach and the team mean to them.
Austin, right there.
Edouard from Sudan has been playing with the Fugees for the past 4 years. Being on the team has been transformative.
I'm becoming more mature because everybody on the team is, you know, we play around a lot, but we're all growing.
For Josiah, it's as much about being part of an extended family. With his teammates, this youngster from Liberia feels at home.
I mean, getting along with the other boys, which is my teammate, is a great thing because you communicate well together. It's not like other people, they will make fun of you just the way you talk. But being with my teammate, we like from all over the nation, you can talk better with them. Y'all understand each other.
But being on the team comes with rules, lots of them. For Coach Luma, there is no way but her way.
One of you stops, we're adding 10 more.
Something she learned from a demanding volleyball coach who earned her grudging respect.
Elbows to your knee. We have a dress code, we have the way they behave on and off the field. They have to be respectful, they can't curse, they can't join gangs, they can't get girls pregnant. They have to keep their hair short. It's just kind of a code of conduct that we all agree upon. You know, if they don't agree upon it, they can't be a part of the team.
The Fugees play clubs from all over the state, and she says they're pretty good. But it's what happens off the pitch that caught the attention of Warren St. John, a New York Times journalist who decided to write a book about them.
The story of the Fugees is a story of hope, and to me it says and tells us what can happen when people from different backgrounds are willing to connect with each other and come together. And then also this little town, Clarkston, where the Fugees are located, is a kind of laboratory for I think, the next 25, 50 years in this country, because immigration has changed it so radically, so quickly. You can sort of look at this town and get a glimpse of what's coming towards us.
It hasn't been easy. Some in the town have been less than welcoming. And for a while, the team wasn't even allowed to practice in this park. Baseball only, insisted the mayor. But for the coach, the experiment has been deeply enriching.
I don't think I can put into words what I get. Like, I come out here every day and I'm with the kids, and some people are like, why do you do this? Why aren't you a lawyer? Why aren't you, on Wall Street or doing something else with your college degree? And I'm like, this is what I love doing. Like, I love being out here on the field with the boys and working with their families and having home-cooked meals any night of the week. There's some things that are a lot more important than a paycheck.
Here in America's South, the Jordanian immigrant has created a family of refugee children from around the world. And using the beautiful game, she has proven a universal truth that our differences really are only skin deep. Coach Luma also runs a non-profit organization under the Fugees family umbrella. Using football as a draw, its goal is to help child survivors of war learn the social and academic skills they'll need to succeed in their new country. You can visit the website at www.fugeesfamily.org. The Fugees by no means have it easy, but they're doing well compared to many African refugees. In Egypt, Sudanese refugees are often targets of violence, and they have little access to jobs or education.